You really can't be late with the lasso, but this one especially. If our partner ends up getting this foot, guys, off the bicep as he starts to circle, I need to take my other foot that was on the bicep and I need to immediately put it to the other bicep here. I'm always gonna rotate my pinky, controlling the sleeve, and I wanna make sure the collar is not like going behind my partner's back, because I wanna keep the collar and use it as a frame, pushing against my partner's collarbone and shoulder area. I wanna make sure my hips and shoulders are facing Addison, but I wanna over exaggerate rotating them down, extending my leg here, and taking my bottom leg and keeping it far from him like this. If I have it here like this can get to being a pretty big little pickle in this position. So when I do this, this is when I'm immediately ready to start looking for our chopstick scenario like we've worked in the past. So when this happens here, Addison can be making space, working to pass. He ends up finding an angle, and look how I put my foot, guys, right into my partner's elbow joint. I'm rotating my chest down towards the ground. If I'm just kind of casually like this, there is a chance that Addison can like regrip my sleeve, and then he can start working what's called like a whip up. And this can get really bad really fast. If though, you do a really good job of remembering to be disciplined, keeping your chest down towards the ground, the whip up is not available in this position, okay? You guys wanna see some really good matches with this? Isaac Dorling versus Merrim, like 2 worlds ago, is a really good example of Isaac using guard retention, specifically with a cross spider from collar sleeve, preventing Mayhem from being able to pass the guard and do the whip up. Mayhem is like a really explosive athlete, very, very, very good, world champion. Like, he would be able to whip up. He uses it often. He was not able to in this scenario because Isaac's chest and hips were rotated down towards the ground. So in this position here like this, sometimes, guys, we're gonna have to camp here for a moment. So as he's trying to work, move, whatever he's looking to do in this position, my biggest goal is to make sure he cannot progress his position. Then when we find the opportunity to, I'm gonna bring my bottom knee to my chest and I'm gonna stack my foot to the bicep, and I take my right foot and it goes under, and we do our chopsticks here. Okay, now Addison's obviously not gonna stay in this position, so he's probably gonna try to rotate up and try to circle the other way. As this happens here, I'm gonna control the other collar. I'm gonna look to make space to create an opening for my bottom leg. And I'm gonna take my foot back past the hips. You can also go to the hips. There's obviously the tarantula guard in this scenario that we can off balance and attack from, but we're gonna take our foot past our partner's hips here. Then we're gonna go back, collar sleeve, feet to the hips, and go here. This isn't saying you should do that specifically every single time, but for the sake of the drill, that's what we're gonna do. But if you guys are in tarantula guard, you could play this position if you understand how to play it. Okay, so again, we're in collar sleeve, our partner gets the foot off the hip. As this happens here, I immediately put my foot into the bicep. Can you rotate your butt that way? But I want you guys to pay attention to my knee, because as it's here, I'm not gonna let my knee float up like this. I want my knee aligned with my chest. Okay, so I have all the right muscles engaged in this position here, and I'm rotating myself down towards the ground like this. So then Addison tries to pass, however he's looking to pass in this scenario. Look how I stack my feet. We get to the chopstick scenario here. I'm pushing and pulling, control the same side collar, make my space however I need to, and now we're ready to get to whatever offense we want to play from this scenario. But just to be clear, guys, this is immediate. So as my partner's trying to pass, he gets his foot off here. I immediately put my foot into the bicep, immediately rotate my chest down towards the ground, rotate my hips down towards the ground here like this. If you're going to get something really good, you may be in this position for a moment, guys. Does that make sense? So let's give it a shot, kind of go through the motion, see how we're looking. Person on top, once they put it in there, drive your weight into them a little bit. Try to do the whip up and see what you guys can find in the position, and let's have a little bit of fun with it. Ready? 1, 2.